We are back. We're
We're
back.
back. We are back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's life treating you, my brother?
Life is good. I brought some of my camping gear back from France, and so I'm
Oh.
using my titanium mug that's
Oh.
made by some a husband and wife in Japan somewhere. And I
Pretty
haven't
cool.
used it since I last lived on my bicycle, so I'm reliving some good memories.
That's is there a logo or something printed on it?
Yeah, it's called, sorry about the lighting. It's a Snow Peak titanium mug,
Wow.
where you kind of
Cool.
fold in these things to, if you want to cook
Oh,
in it, you can cook in it.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. So while you're, going all posh on me with the titanium, I'm using Swedish Army surplus, you know, gear, you know, and Targa. Is it called Targa or Tangri? What's those kitchens that you can buy?
No, yeah. Um,
What's the name of them?
I don't know. Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
used some like fancy hyperlight gas stove that you would make fun of if you saw it. Um,
Yeah, there you go. Right. Okay, I got it. I got it. So this is my gear, kind of, when I'm outdoors. These ones,
oh,
you know.
well, that's nice.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
little, it's like the alcohol stove, yeah.
yeah, yeah. There's an alcohol stove, and you put
Yeah.
this, and you can pack everything up in. Let's see if they have a image what it looks like when it's all packed up, like
Yeah.
assembled. Well, I guess they don't
But it
show that.
becomes like a little
Yeah,
disc, right?
yeah,
Or disc, I mean,
yeah, like just like a
like a
box.
hockey puck, but
Yeah,
bigger.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
No, so I do that. Oh, something like this,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I've seen that.
Everything fits into each other, right?
Hmm.
We have two of these: one big one, a large one, and a smaller one for the use.
Nice.
So that's great. Uh, and you can also use them over open fire, of course, right? So, but then it looks slightly different.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
that's
Well,
good. Uh, we are a bit, he's a Boy Scout, uh,
oh,
so
very
we
good.
do we do a lot of outdoor hiking and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Well, that's like if you live in Sweden, you might as well take advantage of it, you know.
Right. Mm. Definitely, and Sweden is fantastic in that regard, like in terms of outdoors and nature and everything.
Yeah.
And where I live, in the rural part of the west coast of Sweden,
Yeah.
so I have very close to lakes and stuff. Not
Hmm.
very far away from the sea either, but I prefer lakes and wood and forests, hanging
Okay.
out in
Yeah.
those.
You're well served. I mean, look, I'm in Stockholm. In half an hour, I can be out in Nackareservatet
Yeah,
and with not a soul around and just,
yeah.
in fact, maybe I'll do that this weekend. That sounds great.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right, so we have
Yeah. We
uh, we
we
have
took a little bit of a beating yesterday, huh?
yeah, we took a beating, a little bit of a
Yeah.
beating.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, yeah. I guess we can
But
say
if
that.
you, I have the, if you pull to my screen, I have the Art Nouveau project up. We're doing
Hmm.
our Art Nouveau project, this open source front end right now, a React project, which we are developing using test-driven development with Cypress. And the point in the project that we're at is that we've done quite a few things. We've added quite a bit of functionality. It's a project that connects artists and developers to collaborate on small projects. Um, the goal is to allow the artists to tackle like web art that they might not have the technical skills to do, and to allow maybe developers breaking into the industry to have some fun and kind of weird resume stuffers, of actual deployed projects that are unusual.
Hmm?
So we've gotten to the point where we have a feature where a user can register on the platform as a developer in order to be able to join a project that they're interested in contributing to. So yesterday, we merged a bunch of chores that we rolled into one, which felt good. But then we got started on this feature and ran into some trouble.
Hmm.
So I think that's a kind of summary of where we're at, meaning that
Uh,
yes, we have a branch for this. We have, if I pop open the actual repo for
do
Art
you remember
Nouveau,
what sort of troubles we were getting into?
well, you know, we hadn't really made a decision about um, where on the UI a developer clicks the button to join a project. You know, when we have this very easy thing on the nav bar for an artist to create a project. Um, so that was not really an issue. I, of course, was lazy and copied over that test suite and then changed it.
Mm,
And because it sort of followed the pattern that didn't really exist for joining projects, hilarity ensued, you know?
mm,
Um, so basically, I think we were going green here. If you, yeah, my screen is up. We were going green on actual like sending off the post request as should be.
mhm,
Um, but then we're testing for, do we navigate to the project view after you join?
mhm,
And this sort of order of operations is an issue, right?
mhm,
Um, and if we look in the actual commit history, the last commit, we can see. I was hoping to see maybe I have to go into conversation. Yeah. If I click this little red cross
mhm.
to see where we failed, it will tell me that we actually seem to have failed with an exit code 6, which means that, look, we failed on user can create developer account and user can see project details,
Okay.
and the actual test that failed. Well, anyway, the point is we're going red, and I think the reason we're going red is because we need to make some decisions, unfortunately, about
Right.
how and when the developer joins the project, or when they
Right.
can actually just click the button.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We're
So,
probably, we're probably a little too ambitious. We could scope this down.
um, let's think about it. I agree. So far, if I'm not mistaken, and by the way, just for your information, I need to reboot my Mac, so we can't switch to me for a minute or two, but
All right,
we're
that's great.
staying on yours.
I get the limelight.
Um, so uh, so what happens now at this point is that the tests that are failing were the original test that we wrote, that the user cannot see join a project button on the index page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what we did now was that we changed the functionality so that the join the project is actually showing, although
Hmm.
it routes over to the sign up page and
Hmm.
keeps the path of the project you wanted to see in memory, right? In state, so that once you've actually signed up
Hmm.
successfully, if we're talking about the happy path, then
Hmm.
you are rerouted over to that particular project.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And that's so. And I think that's a good functionality, because it kind of fools it tricks the user into signing up, right? Oh, I want to join a project. Oh, shoot, I don't have an account, so I need to get past that wall, right? And
Yeah.
then and then basically what we need to do now, I guess, is to display this. No, it's not join project. It's read more, right? It's read more. I was using the wrong expression here. This read more button that we are seeing on screen right now was not visible in the original iteration
Indeed.
for visitors. Now it is visible. So which means that those tests just need to go. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
I love deleting code, so that's great.
Yeah. And so then the next step will be to go to the show page of the details page of show. We usually call it show action, right, for each project, and then add a join project button if the user is actually a developer. Otherwise, we don't want to display this, right?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
at this stage. Later on, we can think about it whether there's a use case for actually showing that. But all right, so uh, I think that we should start by looking at the test, how it's written step by step, and then
Yeah.
we need to create, and that's it's time for some unit testing, right? We need to create a spec for each user a developer. It's very similar to what we did before with each user an artist.
Yes.
And since we already know this, and this could be perceived as premature optimization, but the first unit test in this project was written by me. You were tagging along, so
Yeah.
perhaps it's a good thing that we could start by you writing that test because we will need that functionality. You
Yeah.
understand? So it's
No,
not
I'm
really
happy to do
TDD
some.
because it's a little too early, but I think that it could be a good thing.
Yeah, no, I concur. The one thing I will do is I will just make sure that I have the latest, but I seem to remember, yeah, already up to date, so that's great. Um, so the test that I mean, you're talking about the unit test, basically.
Yeah,
That's where we'll
well,
start.
if we, um, yeah, I would say
Yeah.
that,
No, I like that. I like that.
yeah.
And I haven't written a unit test in a while, so this is fantastic. Um, we call the non-artist for developer here, but we can use that. So
Well, you can
basically,
change that constant to developer actually.
yeah, let's do that. Developer. Um, and so what we will write is a test, of course.
We have a describe block that is describing each artist, so I would create a new describe block altogether.
Oh, right, you're right. Describe, and can I use my Mocha here?
Yep, yep.
Um, is developer. And here I will then need to, can I move these constants
You
out
can,
here?
yeah, you can probably move them out. Yeah, I think so. We'll see when you run it, but I think you can.
Let's move them there. Let's get rid of that white space, and let's say it and is expected to return true if rather than is. If current user dot roles includes developer. And so there we can just say expect, and then is developer, and we'll say developer, and we expect that to be true,
Right.
right? And we didn't set up any.
But I think we did set up a runner from within VS Code, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
So
Right. Okay.
you can go to um, the
Uh,
little runner. There's the fourth from top, not those one.
oh, this
That
one. Yeah, of course.
one. Can you open that pull down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Right. So we passed 3 and failed 1, which is what we expected. Make
Yeah.
this a little bit smaller. And since I'm here, might as well also. Or do you think it's redundant to?
No, no, no. I would just copy them basically and change the syntax.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to be extra lazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do this at home. Always type everything out.
Or at least do understand what you're doing before you start copying code, right? And now, so we need to change 35 to artist, right?
Yeah. And this needs to say is right here. I'll copy, I'll highlight this is developer.
Right.
So it's developer, artist, and not user. And that is justifiable. Format the
Yeah.
code just in case. Um, if I just run this, I should be failing 3 and I should pass 3. Yep, great. Cool. So then let's head back to the code and have a look inside user roles JS in our modules. And we have this very nice function. Now, and project service, what is project service is nothing. That's just
No, that's a
the
place. Yeah.
Axios thing.
Right.
So here we can do, can I only have one export
No,
statement?
no,
No,
you
I
can, you
can.
can, you can export
As
more.
developer. And that will be a function that takes an argument, which we will also call object. And similarly, we can say if the object has own property and we're looking for the property roles, I'm really just copying what we did. Return the object dot roles dot includes, and if you do includes, of course, it returns true or false, which is
Yeah.
what we want. And then this else block, which covers our tails in the case of someone passing something that doesn't have the property
Yep.
roles into this function. So now if I rerun, and I will one day learn the keyboard shortcut for this, but today is not that day. We should actually be happy. No, I'm still failing.
Because.
Why? Because I didn't import it into the spec. Of course. So let's also import is developer. Let's rerun this. And ha,
Boom.
6 passed out of 6 total. So that feels pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So here I basically the only thing I did was I modified some files. I didn't add any new ones, so I can use the shortcut, just git commit -am, and say, adds unit spec for is developer function and implementation. Maybe that's git push origin user creates developer account. All right,
And
feels good.
at this stage, people can have different opinions about different things, like and testing is a subject that sparks a lot of debate often.
Hmm.
In my opinion, over the last few years, especially when you work with um, um, on the front end of things, I say that end-to-end testing is good enough for most use cases, um, and that's Cypress. And if you want to write unit specs for stuff that are happening, then this kind of tests are good. Uh, but that's enough. You don't have to. I don't see a reason to write too many unit tests. And the good thing is
Hmm.
that Jest is included, and Jest and Mocha, which are the two big two big, yeah, libraries two big players in the unit testing library scene,
Hmm.
are good enough. You have Jasmine and then some other stuff, but I think since Jest is included and Mocha and Jest syntax is pretty much the same, not
Yeah,
100% the same, but they overlap, and I think they're pretty easy to write, in my opinion. So that's nice. Good.
yeah, good
Do
stuff.
you want me to take over for a while? I
Yeah,
managed to
sure.
reboot my computer. Uh, so
If
here I
it's
am.
if it's happy.
Yeah, we'll see how for how long. Uh, so I'm just gonna do git pull from max, and that would be the create. No, user creates developer account, right? And so we got that, and I'm gonna actually run yon test.
Yeah, I like the command line interface for you
Yeah.
for Jest. Makes me
Uh,
feel like I'm in a early 2000s hacker movie.
but it's there's a problem.
Didn't
Uh,
find any.
no, because okay, so and the reason for that is that's interesting. That's a good gotcha. Let's see. Let's open this up in code. There's a difference between our um, there's a
Oh,
discrepancy between our
will we
uh,
put it in the package JSON?
yeah. So let's see.
Yeah.
In VS Code launch JSON, we are saying test running band no cache. Property protocol is not allowed, so we'll remove that actually. Right. Why? Right. And in package JSON. Okay. So okay. So running band and no cache. I'm just gonna copy these over. So
Mm-hmm.
test, right, running band, no, what is no cache?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, sorry. And we're gonna see if this actually does it for us. No, it does not. Oh, there it is.
Do we?
Okay, I had to. Oh, okay, okay, okay,
You
okay.
just had to do a run, maybe?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, but so we would have probably been okay. But I still want this to be the same thing as we have in the
Yeah,
launch JSON,
that makes
So
sense to me.
right. Uh, right. So single run. Right. I'm just gonna rename it to single run.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that works. So we're good to go on that. Let's quit this and do yarn Cypress because that's the main thing for us. And we will right. Okay, of course I needed to. Yeah. All right. Sorry. NVM use 16.
Right.
Sorry about that.
NVM will haunt you forever.
Yeah, probably.
Mm.
And see on 16, I'm not getting the same warnings. You see that? So
Hang on, because I think you.
now I'm
Oh yeah,
already
you're
past that.
right. You
Yeah, I'm
didn't.
past
Huh.
that.
Huh.
And also,
Okay.
I'm worried about this. Why? No, but perhaps I shouldn't be worried. No, that's okay. I thought that this window wouldn't open for me, but it apparently does. So,
Yeah.
uh, user can create developer account. This is the one.
Yeah. So we need to do some changes to this test file too, I believe.
Yeah, because this is the one. Uh, to include project one. So let's focus on this one first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's on line 41. We're failing on line 41. We go to Cypress and to end developer account line 41. And what are we doing? So it should include project. Is it the redirect user to project listing view? Right. This shouldn't be failing for us. I was under the impression that we fixed this.
Well, what have we done? We.
Let's figure.
Yeah.
Let's let's not
Oh,
dwell
can.
too much on these things. Right. There we go. And so can I now do CY URL? Can I do this here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we are wow. Okay, so that was a little too much info for me at the moment. Do we have like a path or something? Do we have a PPP print pre path location? Do we have location? Jesus, low. No. Okay, so we just do const URL equals cy dot URL, and then we say URL dot keys. Can I do this here? Can I do that? No. But I did define this. Why? Oh, because it's a promise? Oh, shit. I don't know why this is not returning anything.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Isn't this weird?
It is weird. Uh,
Okay.
I maybe just chain the matcher then, like should include.
Yeah, exactly. But it should first call false spec window. This is the spec window. That's not. These are spec Cypress, Mocha, after blur before. So expect value fetch. This is not it. This is okay. Should include
Oh, wait a
what?
minute. Well, that's
What's your idea? What are you thinking?
no. I was just looking at the documentation and where they claim that cy.url should just yield the current URL as a string.
Yeah, but it doesn't
But
apparently,
not in the debugger anyway.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm a bit set aback with all these.
Try cy.location and then as an argument for location, use href as a string. So cy.location, then open the parens, and as a string, pass in href and close
Like
that,
this?
run that. Same thing, huh? Um,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. It
yeah.
sounds like
No,
a
ne never mind.
debugger
Right?
problem.
But the thing is still that independent of this, right? Let's we uh, we are past. Which one is failing? Let's just run one of them. That is this one, right? Okay. Uh, right. So we managed to click, and this is apparently not rerouting over to that one. Okay. So this is on auth or that. Let's go to source, components, auth, sign up, navigate, path name, original route, path name. This is it, right? This is where we should halt the execution. Let's make this bigger. Right. And so this is project slash one, right? You can see that.
Yeah.
Okay. So so do I have to say replace true or what?
Hmm.
Do you understand? I mean,
Yeah.
we should be navigating over to the right thing, and we're not. Now it went
Or
green for some reason.
are we? Yeah.
But this is not the right. No, we're not. Well, this is this hubba. What?
Do we do the navigation?
Let's wait for a second here. No, it doesn't.
Oh, is it because we're not passing in the project in to navigate a state the way that we did it? If you look at projects JSX, yeah, this
Yeah,
must be it.
yeah,
In the projects component on line 23 through 33, where we're handling the click, we're passing in the project right into
right, right,
navigate.
right,
And now we're not doing
right,
that, I
right,
guess.
right, 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 right.
So at least
Ah,
our
hubba hubba.
application is smart enough to just navigate us back to the projects view.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
this is a huge ass problem.
yeah. I mean, is it the kind of problem that should we call the API?
No, yes, yes, my dear friend, and we're gonna
Yes.
solve it like this.
Oh, if yeah.
Right,
Yeah, just add another use
because
effect.
this is what's doing here. You see, this is why we're ending up on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hold on a second. Ja, Thaddeus? Okay. Right, so if there is no state, right, so we can do state and then we can use, so we need to set a debugger here.
That's
um,
step one.
but, right, how do we access path parameters? Do you remember that? Like route parameters?
Um,
Is that location
not
or?
off the top of my head.
Okay, let's just figure it out.
But in state there is uh,
Let's set, no, we don't have state at all. We only have route params. So we need to figure this out because we have enough information already, right? We already know the ID of the project, so we can fetch it from Axios.
yes.
Uh, so we're just gonna go to, if I just can find my cursor and a browser somewhere. There we go, and then we say React route use location. Um, right. So let's have a look at the use location
Yeah.
documentation.
But
Location.
isn't use location, that's just it grabs the state whatever we passed in as state when we're navigating to this place.
I think it has params also. Let me say
Ah,
type declaration.
okay.
State key. No. Location. But so is it, how can we get the, all right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna just change this to location and then location dot state, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right, so now I can set the debugger here and
Mm-hmm.
I can take a closer look at what location is, right?
Yes.
uh, what where,
Oh,
oh, there it is, right.
oh, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Tutto bene, tutto bene.
There we go.
Nicely,
Oh,
nicely.
I know I need to reload because I don't see the right stuff.
No, no, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there we go. Right, so now we can take a look at location and it has path name. That's what it is.
path name. Nice.
But that's not the way I want to do this
No,
because now I have to destruct this. You understand? I
I
mean,
understand.
split this into, that's not how
Yeah.
you do it. And what is navigate? Let's have a look at what.
Well,
No, navigate.
inside,
It's use params, I guess, right?
look, I mean, oh yeah, what does use params do? But use params is for the actual URL, no?
Yeah, which is exactly what we want, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
From the URL, right? So that's the thing. All right, so let's back up from this, and then let's just do use params,
Mm-hmm.
and we say const params equals use params,
Mm-hmm.
and we still set a debugger here, and we take a look at the
Maybe feed params as an argument into the use effect.
right, right, right. Of course, of course, of course.
I don't know if that's a matter of course, but
Let's have a look.
let's have a look.
What?
It's a function.
It's a function. What are you talking
It's
about?
not defined at eval. Hmm.
Okay, let's have a look at the docs. But it should, right? Duh, duh, right. Oh,
Oh, right. It's a matter of how we define the route in app.jsx.
yeah,
So
but
that's what you can destruct. So in app.jsx, we have that colon ID. So you just have to destruct ID
okay. Like this,
like that.
and like that, and all.
And now change param in your use effect. You still need to change because params isn't defined anymore. So change that to ID. Yeah, on
Of
line 12.
course.
Good stuff.
Right. So hopefully we have an ID, right? Why is it a function? What are you talking about?
Okay, this hasn't resolved yet. If you do something with ID in there, maybe.
Okay, if I just say ID dash dash debugger, right?
Yeah,
No, I can't do
then,
that.
oh, I guess you can't do that.
What? Why not? So if I do if ID, I mean this is the
mhm.
same thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I misspelled this. Oh, there it is.
Hey, hey.
It's one.
Hey, hey. All right,
Right.
so up is
Right.
up, down is still down.
Yeah. Yeah. So
This
basically,
is
what
what,
we need to do is to say
mhm.
Axios, right?
Yeah,
Uh, and then we say if there is no state, right? So we're just gonna modify this one. If there is no state, let's
yeah,
get rid of this. Uh,
uh-huh.
then we say, right. What do we do then? Then we
Well, basically, if there is an ID for params, send off a Axios call,
right. So we
and if
say
not, navigate back to the root.
so we say this, right? We
So
double
yeah,
check this,
so
or is this redundant? I mean, because here I'm checking if there's no stain, but if there's an ID,
yeah,
we can. Oh God. Right. So we set the debugger. Else, we just navigate to this, right? No.
well, no, because we have three scenarios. One scenario is we're passing along everything in state uh, using React Router state, which is how we do it when we're just clicking read more as an authenticated user from the project's view.
Okay. So we say so if we have state, then we just
Hmm.
return, right? Return null. We don't do anything,
Yeah.
and then else.
Yeah, send them back.
We just send them back to the root path, right?
Yeah, yeah. We are complicating things, I guess.
And here we will make a call,
Yeah,
to the API. But
yeah,
we will see where we are at here. Okay.
yeah.
Right, because there is no state and there
Hmm.
is an
In
ID.
this scenario.
Right. So, yeah. And so the problem with this is that I need to make an async, right? Um, I will just do const fetch project equals async, right?
Hmm.
And this will take an ID, right? And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move the debugger from here. Whoops. And I will just say fetch project
Hmm.
like this,
And give it the ID as well.
and get to give it the ID. Right. So now if I run this, I should take another step forward. Right. And
Yeah.
ID is 1. Right. So here I'm going to use the Axios call. But the thing is that, so I need to, right. So here's the problem. But okay. Hubba hubba. I will do const data equals await Axios get and the URL we're gonna string interpolate project slash, and then we can do this in multiple way, but this is okay, right?
Hmm.
And then we need to so here's the deal, right? We need to
Yeah. And we need to either decide, do we dispatch this to the store? I guess we don't have to
no
right
no no
now.
no 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 I don't think so. So
Yeah.
we just gonna say use state. Oh, okay. So we already have a definition of React. So let's just get rid of this. Right. So we're gonna say uh, const. Well, I can do use state snippet. Do I have that?
I think you
There
do.
it
Yeah.
is. Right. And so I will say
I like
project
it.
set project, and this will be nothing. And so here, if we
Yeah.
have state, we can just say, look, we can say, if we do have state, so I can
Hmm.
say set project
Ooh.
state project, right?
Yeah.
Right, which means that I will now, independent of what's going on, I will always have this,
Hmm.
I think. Right, so, and here we will say set project will be data dot project.
Hmm.
Right. There's shitloads of stuff that can go wrong here, but
Yeah.
uh, we will just go into this thing, intercept plus out. Right, so we need to now add a new intercept, cy
Hmm.
intercept, and that will be a get request,
Hmm.
and the path will be projects one, right?
Yep.
And the fixture will be
We can call it projects show dot
project,
JSON because we have projects index or project show, I guess.
but I will project show. I will actually pass in the
One.
ID1.
Okay.
Okay, is that
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That's totally fine.
Right. So I'm just gonna
Oh,
copy
I have
this.
to go put in some laundry.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I'm gonna carry on.
I'm gonna mute. You carry on,
Sure.
and I'll be right back.
Yup. Um, right. So I'm gonna just create this fixture. Um, so new file, and we're gonna do this and project index project. Right. So I'm just gonna copy this object and I will create a key called project in singular. This. Right. And format this. Okay. So now that I have that, I should be able to call a debugger here. Right, let's try that. No. And they're gonna rewrite the title. Right. So we're still gonna have to do these. Come on, give me a break. Oh no, I could bypass that. I can probably just pass in an empty object. But we have the data and it did return this. That's good. Okay, so I can release this and we're good to go. But there are, what if I just remove this and set this state to an empty object? The reason, is there a reason for that? I don't know. Perhaps there is. We don't want the safe operators. Yeah, we're good to go. Right, so that we bypass that. Okay, but there is another spec here. Let's see if we can, I don't know if I can see project details, right? Right, this is the one that is, let's see if we can, if we take a look at, can see project details, user can see. Right, so as an authenticate user, right, not sure, well, perhaps user should be artist, async shall read more, follow the read more. Right, follow the read more, project one link should include your yeah, that's right, this is actually happening and this is also happening as a visitor. Well, this is the ones that are changing, so so yeah, I can just change this to, yeah, this one. So this, a visitor, an anonymous visitor is still supposed to see this, and to kick the user out, no, to so we're gonna remove this and we're gonna add a new test here and say is expected to route user visitor to authorize to sign up, uh, sign up view. Right. Uh, so if I try to do this, then we should be on auth. Right. We should be on auth. Right. Let's see. So let's run this, only this one as a visitor, and rerun this. You can't do that. Right, so we can just say this. Yeah, right. So this is actually relevant. Uh, right. So there's a little bit of code repetition. We can fix this. I can talk to Max when he comes back. But okay, so these tests are passing. So that's good. Um, right, awesome. And then we're just gonna go back to this one, and we are also kind of passing here, right? So there is a debugger that we need to remove. Right. And this 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 code is actually working. Not very fond of if statements like this, but it is totally okay, I guess. Let's run all the specs to see where we're at, if we have any failing tests. Should be okay. No? Oh, I have a dot only somewhere. Gosh. Let's see. Dot only. Yeah. Let's remove this one. So for those of you who don't know about this dot only, it's a good way to scope down your test runner to only run one specific test. Sometimes you want to do that, and not the entire test file. And in Cypress 10, we have this situation where there is no built-in functionality to run all the tests, so you have to tweak your code a little bit and set that up. So we've done this in this case, so I can run through all of this, and also we are running things in different viewports, which kind of prolongs the entire test suite, but it is what it is. Right. In terms of user interface, there's some few outstanding issues. Let's say that it's a delicate way to put it. Um,
Are you being delicate?
I'm trying. It's being delicate is not my melody usually, but no, I'm just saying that I totally understand why certain things are not showing up. All right, so the only test that is failing for us right now,
Mm-hmm.
I run through the entire suite because I did change. Um,
Yeah.
I changed the user can see project details.
Yes.
I modified it so a visitor should actually see the read more.
Okay.
But if you try to, well, I could click it, but now I'm visiting this directly. Then you
Oh,
should
look
you
at you.
should be rerouted over to auth. But I
Yep.
kept this. You should still see you can't do that. So we're good on that.
Oh, so you're dispatching a little. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But
So
also
what's?
on the create developer account, yeah, I can remove this wait here. Uh, the only one that is failing for us is this one.
Well, we haven't added a button yet.
Exactly. Right. So let's
So,
just. I'm gonna make a commit, and then you can take over
yeah,
probably.
sounds good.
And we're gonna use. So we're probably gonna. So we need to make use of that is developer um, is developer function, and
Hmm.
that's into condition, which means also that we need to authenticate with an artist and not show him that join project. You know, we're probably gonna need a spec for not displaying that button.
Hmm.
But at this stage, we are good to go. I'm gonna commit using this one. Right. What did I do? Um, right. Modifies project view, single project view. Can I say single project? To fetch project if state is empty. State is empty. Um, and also refactors uh, display project details. These refactors display details to reflect new functionality. Showing the stuff basically.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Right. I think stage all changes, commit, push to max. Yeah. Boom.
Wow.
I'm not a
Again,
great.
I'm
Yeah.
not a fan. Not a fan.
I know.
Um,
But sometimes, and
uh,
I can also sync my changes. So this I
but
will
that's just
pull
to
the
your own
push.
origin.
No, actually not. This is
Yeah,
to
don't do that.
max. So I don't want to do that. But I can push to my own. But I don't have to do that because I don't need that branch on
You
my
do not.
on my
You do not.
All right, boss, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, switcheroo.
Yep, yep.
So the first thing is to pull down
I'm just
from
gonna
my origin.
refill my coffee, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do your thing. So let me pull that down, and I can do a git log dash dash one line. Make sure that I have the commit. Yes, modify something, blah, 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 blah. New functionality. That's the ticket. So let's head into the Cypress tester. And let's put an it.only on the failing spec. Yep, great. So I cleaned up a little bit here. Let's head into Cypress, end to end. User can create developer accounts. Scroll down here, put the it.only. It's the only one we're interested in. So, we log in, we're in this project view, but there is no button. So let's make that test go green, and we will do that. Close that, open up the source. Let's look at the components. I think this should live in project. So in order for us to pull this off, we need probably to get current user, and we need to get, it's pretty similar to project create here. We are getting is artist, and we are getting current user from use selector. So first of all, use selector from React Redux. And can I do this? Is developer? Yeah. Right. So I'm going to import those two. We'll grab current user from use selector state. Is it state.auth? Do you remember?
I'm back.
Let me compare. It's
No, it's
state.user,
user.
not
That's
.auth,
user. That's user.
.user. Okay, so which means I now have this is developer function, and I have current user, which means that in my return statement here, in addition to this h1 and this project description, I can add a ternary maybe, or a single line. Single line, and I can say current user and is developer on current user. And how should this look? I can just say.
Well, I don't. Yeah. Do you need the
Oh,
parentheses?
do I need the curlies? Yeah.
Curlies you need. That's it because you're injecting JavaScript. But no, you just say and then the button. You know.
Yeah. But I need to look at the Chakra UI.
Yeah, because I don't remember that either, to be honest. I think it's like a
Heading over to
value or
Checker
something.
UI. Let's search the button. Oh, look, it's the first hit. Somebody's done this before. Import button. Yeah, okay. I should have gotten that for free just now. But I should not use a self-closing tag. It looks like I should actually let this close. Did it import it? Yeah, it did. And we'll just say join. And now the question is, can I give it a data CY? And can I remember what the data CY was supposed to be? I cannot. Project-join. Project-join. Let's format the code. So the
Yeah.
question is, oh, look, there's a join button. Right
Yeah.
on. It
That's
is
it.
visible. We're going green.
Yeah. And
It
it
looks
did
like
import this
crap.
developer directly from that module, right? Didn't it?
It sure did. When I just typed in is
Yeah.
developer,
Yeah.
I made sure to get
Yeah.
the modules user role. So we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Just seeing. Yeah. All right. All right.
So we need to write a describe log for when you do this as a, as an artist. That's it, and then we're pretty done. Because you see,
Okay.
we've already tested the sad path on creation of the of an account, so we don't need a
Mhm.
sad path for this in this particular one. The only thing we need to make sure is that
An
we already know that you can't
artist.
see this page if you're a visitor,
Hmm.
but the last thing we need to set up is that if you're an artist, you shouldn't see this button.
So what I will do is I'll say unsuccessfully as an artist. How about that?
Yeah, but this is also a slippery slope here, right? Because we're in the
Yeah.
user can create developer account, right? So so the question is whether we should actually do this at all, but or if we should do this in the consequent story, you know.
Oh, right.
But this it's a corner case, right? Because it shouldn't be
Yeah.
here. It shouldn't be in this file. Or then we should create another file which is basically just a user interface specification, which is a bit weird in my opinion. I know we've done it before, but
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what? Why don't we add this test here,
Yeah.
uh, and then we can move it in the consequence story because
Yeah.
then we äter kakan och har den kvar, as we say in Swedish, right?
So I need to do, I'm going to move these up to before each. No, I can't because I need, shoot. Okay.
Right. Let's
Uh,
duplicate some code. We can do some cleaning later.
yeah. All
Let's
right.
pick the
So
lowest.
basically, what I need to do is I do need a before each block, right? There's a question about that.
Remove the
And
dot
in the
only on
before
line
each,
45. You have a dot only on line 45.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Sorry. Just...
But what I need to do is I of course do need I need this intercept. I do.
Yeah. So you can
Yes.
move that into. You can. Yeah. Later on,
Yeah,
we
I
can
can move
move
that
that.
into before each, but
Yeah. Sorry.
let me have a look. So we need a different intercept for the artist, of course, which I'm just going to steal from somewhere else here. Boom.
You don't need You don't need to intercept that at all. Oh, you mean you want to go through the sign up process?
Oh no, we could do it programmatically, of
Yeah. You can
course.
just log in as you just sign up.
You're right. We can use our nice command. No,
Yeah. You can
well,
authenticate as a. You have that.
yeah. Let's look at the commands. I can just do authenticate user,
Yeah.
and I can say that they're an artist,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now,
And we modified that in the last thing, so the default
authenticate
settings should kick in.
user. But if I authenticate user, I should probably say,
Just an object, roles, array,
yeah,
artist.
yeah, artist. And so now, and then I need to still click on the project one link,
Yep.
right? After that is done,
Or
and
visit
why
the
are,
route directly, but you can do this now. It's okay.
oh, wait, this needs to be wrapped in an object, right? Yeah.
But have you visited the application yet?
I do that up here.
Okay, good, good, good. Then,
Yeah.
then you're good. And then
All right,
it's just
then,
a init block. Um,
yeah,
project join should not be visible.
it is expected that the join button should not be
Or
visible.
not exist actually, because you can't say visible because
Should not exist.
yeah,
That's much
yeah,
better.
yeah.
And so we do is get CY, and then project dash join, and we'll just say should, and we should say not exist. Format the
Let's go with that.
code.
Let's set a dot only on this one and rock and roll.
All right, we're already green.
Yep.
Let's reload just in case that was a fluke.
So
It's
let's
not.
just change this to visible so we can see it fail, and then just just in
And
this.
very interesting.
Mhm.
Look, I don't actually need the intercept for projects one because it's getting this from state. Did you freeze?
Right.
You know? And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind of neat because now I mean, it's messy, right? But essentially, we've written something a little bit more robust
yeah.
because if something goes wrong, it can always call the
And he
API.
saves us an API call.
And it saves as an API call when things work.
Yeah.
So if we authenticate this way, I can get rid of this guy
Right.
and
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
still good. So boom. Um,
Remove the word
and we
not in the should, and watch it fail. Right. Well. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
And just to make sure they go to project JSX and modify your ternary. Just
into projects
project.
JSX,
Sorry.
modify my ternary
Just
to
remove
say
the
like,
second argument. Just,
can I do that?
I think
Just
so. Yeah.
yeah, like that.
And now it should fail for a different reason.
But these are just the params. This is what's interesting now.
Right.
Well,
And
that
it
went
fails. All right.
green, and
Yeah.
this went red.
Yeah. And for some people that are rewatching our work or following us at the moment, you say, why would he like to break stuff? Well, I like breaking stuff. No, but it's no, it's a good thing because otherwise you now we are 100% sure
Yeah, no
that you
false
don't get any
positives
false
here.
positive. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and the last step, of course, is go back to the full spec list, hit all the
Right.
specs, and then I will commit.
And we could probably head over to Chakra UI now that we have a spare moment because I think we do.
Yeah.
And perhaps we can find our like there's this site about with Chakra examples and see if we can display this project in a different way than just raw HTML. See if we can
Mm-hmm.
style it a little bit. Do you want me to take a look at that?
Yeah, if you pull that up, I'll wait till this is all green, and then I'll push up.
Right. So just gonna go to Chakra UI examples, right? Or is it templates?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, examples.
See what you hit.
Showcase Chakra templates.
Templates.
Right. Browse templates. Let's see. Product details, perhaps.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. And what does it look like on? How does it? Yeah.
Oh, we get some stuff for free. Well, probably at a price, but
Probably.
All right, we're all green. I'm gonna go ahead and say get status on my side.
Let me just see if we can.
And this is project join.
How do we do image, random images on Unsplash?
Oh man,
Remember
I haven't
that?
done that in months.
Right. Can we do this? Is now supported in multiple languages. Can we just get photo? Can I get? Oh shit! Get random image from Unsplash. Without using what? Without using the API? Specify user. Specify user search the random. Oh, okay. Source. Okay, so I can use source. Can I do this? Photos work. So is it source unsplash and what is it? Random slash random. Okay, so slash random work. Is that what he did? No, it's a parameter. So it's a question mark. Oh shit! Now I should have copied that URL. Right. Let's see. Source unsplash.com random slash question mark work. And I copy this guy, hit it, and it displays this, and then it displays that. Okay. Right.
Brilliant.
So let's do art instead. Right.
Love it. Hey.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go with that.
Mm.
Right. So let's just uh, come in here. Oh, where am I? Project. Right. It's gonna be so. So the problem with this guy is that it's way too big already as it is. So I'm actually gonna create a new component, and I'm gonna call it project UI. Okay. Um,
Okay.
because it's gonna be a lot of uh, uh, it's gonna be a lot of chakra UI nonsense, not nonsense.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to avoid that. So I'm just gonna copy the entire thing, and I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna just allow this guy to right. So right, project UI. Right, and I usually do this const project UI equals, and then we're just gonna pass in project, and gonna do this. Right, there's already stuff that are not used, so yeah. Local shipping, MD. What the hell is MD local shipping? Oh, it's icon. Right. Okay. Never mind. And then the source will be for the image will be this. Oh, can I? Oh, no. You know what? I'm actually gonna see if I can modify this a little bit. See if this works. You know, width and height. Generate random. There we go. No, it does not work. It doesn't take that argument, so we're not gonna use it. So it's always a hassle to modify those and project image, automatic watch heading, and then we just say project title here, project title, and then we just remove this. I'm gonna cut away a lot of stuff from this one, and then we say text, project description, right, and then we're gonna remove this, and then we're gonna remove, what is this box doing? Not much. These boxes will go. Button, add to cart, and we're just gonna say join this project, and we're gonna give this one. We had. Oh shit! I forgot to pull from you.
Yeah.
No.
Um,
Oh, but that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Well, actually, I'm gonna do, since I
as
have
long as
the.
you haven't committed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm just gonna stash. Can I do this? I think I can. Git stash. No local changes to say. What are you shitting me? All right, let's just do git pull max user creates developer account. Right. Okay. Good. No drama. Right. Okay. Right. So we had this button data CY. Right. So I'm just gonna add this button to the UI to this thingy here, uh, and then join this project, and we're gonna remove this. Right. And we're just gonna say export default project UI. Right. So project. Okay. Right. So here, instead of showing all of this stuff, I will just say project UI and then project equals project. And I will import project UI here, and I will, let's see, each developer. Right, so I need to boom, 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 boom. Right, so I can make this really simple for me. I will copy this, comment this one out from here. Project U, come on, project UI. I'm gonna import this. I'm gonna clean this up in a while, and then
Yeah, yeah.
project, and then current user, and then I'm gonna go to uh, this one, and I will say current user. I will clean this up in a sec. Right. Current user. What are you talking about, Thomas? There we go. Hold on a second. Jag tar det. Ja, det håller jag med om. Men de skulle komma mellan 10 och 11. Mm. Det, nej, det var kanske 10-11. 10-11. Cannot resolve this. Okay, so we're gonna clean some stuff up. We're gonna remove these imports. Well, that didn't fly at all now, did it?
Suspense.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well,
Hello.
uh,
It's beautiful.
that did not really look the way I wanted it to look. Uh,
Really? Um,
did I cut away too much? Um, is develop current user. Right, so we probably fucked something up when I was cutting away code, right?
that is likely.
Shit.
That's okay. Use color mode value.
What are you talking about? Uh, oh, okay. We've done this
Oh yeah, I
before,
remember this.
and we took the second one, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, what? Oh, okay. We should probably have kept them around somehow. Uh, but I messed up with I messed up anyway. So that's not what I. Yeah, well, this is not what I was hoping for. So shit, I need to redo all this whole thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Okay, but that's not a big problem. That's not a big problem. Okay, let's uh, let's just uh, let's just hold my horses.
All
Uh,
right. Holding
let's
horses.
let's let's just right. So is it the container? Perhaps it was the container. Oh, let's just right. We have the return statement here. This is what I need. Right. Because the only thing we're doing here is to return stuff, right?
Hmm.
So so there are 7 of these, right? Okay, let's just get rid of this and see what it looks like, without us passing in any any of our own data. Understand?
Okay.
And I wonder why. And also, we only want to run one single it block and not the whole enchilada, right? Because
Yeah. Put that it dot only in there.
yeah, okay, local, yeah, fuck that, right? I mean I can remove this, right? The local shipping, right? Because we don't have that. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's see. Okay, so this looks awesome, but it doesn't really look like. You know what? I'm gonna say um, we are on this one, right? So let's
Hmm.
just do
Hmm.
uh, CI viewport MacBook 16, uh, and I will just do this one. But I'm sorry, but am I missing something here? This look like this on a desktop, right? Why does it look like this? here.
Do we have do we have like a container that this lives in somewhere?
I don't know. Let's do. Is there a 13 or
I'm not sure. That looked wider. Weird.
iPad? Do we have iPad?
I think
No.
so. No,
Uh,
I was wrong. iPad 2, maybe? I can't remember. iPad mini.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's
Okay.
nice.
Okay. Okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. We can live with that. We can live with that. So let's just work our way through this thing step by step, right? So we just
Hmm.
do. First of all, we change this this image thing here, and this could,
Hmm.
because this could be a potential issue.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
No. Okay. It's smart enough. Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it does some cropping.
Yeah, but that's okay, right? And so here we want to say project title, right? There's no title. What is it? Well, is it no title? No, perhaps not.
Um,
No, it is title. Did I misspell title?
well, you're in. It looks weird. You're just it's a self. Oh no, it is. That is where it's supposed to be. Hmm. Uh,
Yeah, so this is definitely it, right?
yeah, yeah.
So we need to set a debugger here because I could have misspelled something as usual.
Wait, are you passing in the
I th
project into
I
this
th
component, project UI?
I thought I was.
I see that you did it. Well, I sort of saw it for a split second, but are you doing it in its
Oh,
parent
project
component as
project.
well?
Look, but the project is empty.
Yeah. Are you really passing it in the parent component as well?
Well, apparently I'm not.
Oh yeah, no, you are. Project equals project. Huh.
Okay, so I probably need to say this then. Okay, I think I have it. I need to say
Oh,
I need to,
only render the UI when
yeah,
we actually have a project.
let's try that. So project is still empty and we're not destructing because so what's wrong with me? All right, I'm sorry, but still it's still empty. Project is still empty.
Hmm.
Oh, because I know, because I fixed this by setting project to an empty. But then again, if I release this,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the debugger should be hit twice. Do you understand? Like, I mean, I should say myself a render. So this one
Mm-hmm.
and this one, and now the project should be something. Yeah. Okay, got it. I get it. So now I should see, where's this test? Where's test? There it is. Remove the debugger. Project title. All right. Yeah, exactly. Now this should work now. Yeah, 3D disco. We're good to
Great.
go. And so here we should just say project description, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says lorem ipsum here. Do you understand?
Mm.
Perhaps we should actually move this down here.
Mm.
Yeah, so now it repeats it twice, right? Then we're gonna
Yep.
remove this for now. You understand? We
Yeah.
can add stuff here later, like not features, but or well, we can say details, and then simple grid, time frame, technology, or some other info.
Yeah.
And then urgent, right?
Mm.
Just so we have some placeholders, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
More details. All right, and I can remove this third list item. And then what else do we have? We have product details. We can remove all of that. That would be this box, right? So let's comment it out first.
Yeah.
Right. And then we have this add to cart. And the problem with this add to cart
Mm.
is that here it is black. Why isn't it black? Because I changed that? Yeah, perhaps I changed that.
Yeah. When you were
Yeah.
getting rid of that
So I can
hook for
remove
light
this.
and dark mode.
Yeah. So I can remove this box because we
Mm-hmm.
don't need it. Right. And then we say join this join project, right? Join this project. And we wanted to give us this data CY, right? And the
We
date,
did, yeah.
and that
Project
was
dash join.
right there. It is. Oh shoot. So we're just gonna give this data CY, but we also wanted to condition this guy, right? Right. Yeah, we need to. Well, but we have the current use, so we only need to ask this question. Right. Now, how do I do this? No. So there it is. Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this shouldn't be visible now because we're not running the appropriate test, right? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's good. And then we remove this stack. Right. Okay, good. So this means in principle that if we go into this guy, remove this dot only, and run this, yeah, we should be good. And the only
Mm-hmm.
thing we will just change this viewport for now uh, to this one, and then right, we should see this join this project, and we're just gonna check out the code on that damn button because I'm a little
Mm-hmm.
lazy, and we're gonna say PG. Is this the button? Right, so it's gonna be gray 900. Okay, I guess. No, it was yeah, gray. Okay, so this needs to be gray 900, and this will be gray 50.
Ah,
There we go.
there you
If that's
go.
what we want, right? But
Mm-hmm.
let's see. I don't know. I need to make a call. Right. Is this an erotic image? Is that
I can't tell, which usually means no, right? It's artistic.
it is artistic? Let's
Yeah.
run it again.
There
Let's
we
run
go.
it. Right, but I mean, this is an absolute win, right?
Yeah, this
I
is
mean,
great. And actually, in the background, I discovered that our shortcut for our continuous integration, the CI equals, doesn't cut muster. We actually need to change our package JSON to CI equals true.
really,
Uh, yeah, we've been running our tests twice in the cloud, unfortunately. So yeah, on line 34, you need to put the true in there.
right? Weird,
Yeah,
because I never had to do that before, actually. That's
yeah.
weird.
But I think it's probably because of Cypress, where in our Cypress config.js is where we specify what to exclude, and
Okay, gotcha.
it just anyway, it was sensitive.
Right,
This works. I've tested it locally.
right.
So
So this means that in project, I will remove this, right?
yep.
Format my code,
hmm
and extracting this project UI into a separate component is not a bad thing. I mean, it's
I think it's great. I think it's
yeah,
great. Yeah.
which means that
Yeah,
I would
because here we have this like pretty snazzy use effect
yeah,
if else statement. So when you open up this component, you'll focus on that, which I think is more readable, right?
right. And I'm gonna group them inside a separate folder,
Brilliant. So,
and let's just run the whole enchilada and see if we are running into some.
oops,
Right. Okay. So the
no,
app
it
JSX.
didn't update the
Yeah.
pathing.
So that's
That's annoying.
yeah,
It should just work.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I still have a dot only somewhere. Shit. Yeah, of course. Let's run the whole thing. See if we get into any trouble. And we should probably also restyle the index page
Yes, we should.
at some point. But while this is running in the background, I'm not going to do it now. But
Yeah. Did you see something you liked?
news contact cards. Right, we could do this.
Oh, yeah.
Something like
I'm a sucker for a drop shadow, I will admit.
Okay, so let's mitigate this. Okay, so this is the shadow I can I because I'm not a sucker for a drop shadow.
I know you're not. Most people are not. So it's
Uh,
just,
but so this is a little too much for me,
yeah,
but this one is okay.
that one's okay. Yeah. All right. All right. I
Yeah,
see. I see where you're coming from. I see where
yeah.
you're coming from.
And so this one is nice too, right? Because we could have like a project and then who created it. We don't have that sort of info yet, right? But we
No,
could potentially have that somehow, right?
I
Yeah,
think,
but
yeah. I mean, yeah, that will make the platform much stronger.
yeah, blog post. So let's just remember this blog post with image. Or if you want to add a chore, like restyle the
Adding a
index
chore.
page,
Adding a chore.
yeah, that would be great. And we're going green. No, we do not. We do not go green. Well, we have one failing test. In is way to store error message in application state. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? Oh, user can create an. So, oh, why would this be failing? Yeah, it's passing. Oh,
What's up?
so we got a failing test. We got a failing test. This one failed for us when I run the whole thing, and when I run it
Why it's
individually, it
lonesome?
passed.
Hmm.
Well, that
Interesting.
sucks big time. I hate when this happens. So when you have big test suits, this shit happens sometimes, and then you start doing things like, oh, let's rerun things, and which is probably the best course of action. Like just rerun the failing ones. You can store them in some sort of state with Cypress and just rerun them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not supposed to happen. You know,
No.
you want to have a clean state. Let's see. And we need to do something about this uh,
Yeah, the
about this form.
space.
Yeah, at some point.
But which one?
Yeah, now it all went green. So
And oh, yeah, okay.
yeah, that's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Probably want to remove those USD. I'm gonna remove the USD thing.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and clean this up too.
And you have that link on line 1 and 2.
Oops. There we go. No, get lost. Right. Container max fix. Right. Right. Why would this be yellow? I don't like this yellow. I'm gonna just go gray. Gray. Gray 900. Like the other ones.
Okay.
Or yeah, gray 400. Let's do gray 400.
Yeah.
Project description is in gray 400. Time frame, right. Right. Yeah. Details. Right. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah.
Absolute win.
Yeah. Absolutely. Win. Let's just make a commit. Stage all of this stuff. Yeah. Well, adds styling to 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 project details view. That's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, sync changes. All right, let's try that. Yeah, fast and furious, as they say.
Hmm.
Okay, let's. If we switch over to you for a sec, perhaps we can go take a look at the. Or perhaps should I do? Who should review this code?
I won't be able to merge it, I think, because
you created it, right?
I created it. Yes. So why don't you review it, even if you have the last commit?
Right. And now my son will be upset because his friend was supposed to come between 10 and 11. It's 11 o'clock. And, for boys like this is a big thing. And
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Let's see. This is still running, I guess. Right, 14 change files. Shit.
Yeah.
But
right,
so this is okay. This was changes in the
Oh, I see we have some warnings in protected route JSX.
How do you see that?
And in toast JSX. So if you switch over to my screen, I just clicked over to the actual continuous integration, and here I get the compilation warnings. There's only a few. There's in protected route JSX, we are missing the dependencies dispatch and navigate.
Okay, let me just see protected route
Yeah.
on the use effect.
On the use effect, we need dispatch and navigate.
Okay, got it.
And then in toast JSX in the navigation directory,
Mm-hmm.
we need the dependency toast inside of use effect.
Right.
And then in project JSX, project singular, we still have that button importation, but we never use it on line 10 or line.
Yeah, and also line 6
Yeah,
needs to go.
yeah, that's
All
it.
right. Okay, I'm just gonna make a commit. Let's switch over
Hmm.
here. Uh, cleans up code. That's enough. Sync. Right.
Good stuff.
Right. Where am I? No, no. Here I am. There I am. Okay. So let's refresh. Okay, so this is okay. Should I make this a little bigger? Yeah, I
Yeah.
can make this a little bigger. Right, this is okay. User can create developer account, visit application, unauthenticated user. We run through all of this, so this is okay. There's an extra
Hmm.
line here.
Mm.
Doesn't matter. I mean, this doesn't. Yeah. URL should include projects. It should be visible. Access as an artist. Right. So this is a corner case, right? We need to move this out later.
Yeah.
Right. Viewed. Uh, is expected not to see read more. Yeah, we'll remove this, of course, right? Should I go side by side instead? Oh, again, that's let's. Is expected to see a read more link for each project. Yes, we see that. Is it the road visit to sign up view? Yes, we try to visit this project, but we
Hmm.
are automatically rerouted over to out. That's okay.
Hmm.
So we can live with that. Um, we create a new fixture. We can live with that. Package JSON. We change this and we change this. We can live with that. We're importing this. That's in app JSX. All right. We change that. We'll remove that because we move this over. Components, projects, JSX. Right. So here we just formatted the code, right?
Hmm.
There is no
Looks
change
like.
in here. And we had a handle click.
Right. Uh, uh,
Hold on a second. Jag vet det. Jag kommer göra så att jag ska bara slutföra med vi väntar 10 minuter till. Och sen så ringer jag Jana, okej? Okay? Kvart över, okej? Okay? Yeah, he's getting a little anxious. Right. So this method name is a bit. I
yeah,
don't know.
it's not very descriptive.
Yeah, but right. What else could we call it? Handle navigation handle. Yeah.
Uh,
I say it's a local function, right? So it doesn't really matter to be completely honest. But we can change it to in projects JSX. We can call this navigate. Can we say that? Handle navigation.
yeah. You could even, I mean, what does the button actually say? Read more. Yeah, handle, project select, handle.
Handle project navigation. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
And then there was extra line somewhere, right?
Oh
Now
yeah,
that
and the test file where the cy.weight lived previously.
which one was that? Shit.
It's probably
There it is.
in
There it is.
user can create developer
Yeah,
account
got it. I found it.
on line
Thanks.
17.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
found it.
Right. So, wow, we got a 404 error
From Axios.
from why?
Fascinating. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that that's just while we were live editing.
Yeah, let's
I
stop
think if
this.
you reload this thing, it's gonna be a little different.
Right. Let's go back to the review before we push this up. So I changed that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not viewed. Let's do this and then protected route. We changed those. This, yeah, this was the warnings.
Warning. Yeah.
Replace right. Sign up. I guess this is okay. Navigate location path. Right, we changed that. Yeah. So, could you refresh my memory? What are we doing with this replace true again?
It would prevent the user from clicking back on their browser and ending up where they were just before.
Gotcha. Then we're good.
Yeah.
And we added this toast. We're good. And we have the project GSX. A lot of changes here. We use the params. Use the
Mm-hmm.
location.
Mm-hmm.
Current user rights. This is not a beautiful solution, but it works.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
It's always a hassle when you know when you do things like that. Like if you have three choices, there are three scenarios.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also and here if we let's just accept this, but here I'm passing in the current user as a prop um, instead of subscribing to it down in the project UI. But I want that project UI to be a dumb component, so I rather have this
As a property.
as a property. If
Okay.
that's
I
okay with
follow the
you.
logic. That's fine
Yeah.
by me.
Right. And then this one is extensive. Um, we probably we need to add a proper
Yeah.
image handler later, but no, this is okay. This is a UI thing, so it's not. Oh, there are two extra lines of code here.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, but I didn't commit yet, so
You're good. You're good. Yeah.
where's my project UI? There it is. There we go. Format, right? And so let's. Uh, more code cleaning after review. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we should be able to refresh this. And now the question is, yeah, look, that's smart. He doesn't open the ones that I viewed already,
Yeah.
which is good.
That is very
We
good.
changed this last view, that's good. And we have this, which we removed this line, so this is viewed already. And we have this one project CSX handle project navigation, and we're good. So this is viewed, and we have this project UI. We'll remove those extra lines. This is a visual thing, so there's not much for us to do. Each developer, good written spec there, Max. Artist, non-artist. We called it a developer right. And all of this is okay. And we're good to go. We're just gonna take a look at our test runner. We are green across the board. No, we're not. Damn it. But this is random stuff, you know.
Uh,
I hate when this happens, you know. Yeah, it goes green. And if I run this one, it goes green. You see? This sucks.
Yeah, it does. But
But it is what it is. There's not much we can do about it. How are we looking on the continuous integration thing?
it's running. So far, so good. We did get one of those weird errors on project detail view. If you see, we went green on 2 commits ago, and then no 3 commits ago, and then we went red on the previous commit. You have to click on the red cross to get
Sorry.
to the actual CI history. But
Oh, this is ridiculous, right? You passed
yeah,
on Ubuntu, and you failed on Mac OS.
yeah. Well, it just failed it again on Ubuntu.
You did?
And it's the test is expected to kick the user out when trying to navigate to a project detail view as a visitor.
Mm,
Uh, and it's an assertion error. Hmm. Hmm. Do we get those errors locally?
no.
No.
So, oh, what the
Interesting. Interesting.
what?
Interesting.
Yeah, let's run this as a visitor. Let's run that.
Okay, now I'm getting the error locally.
And
So
I'm not.
that's
And I'm not getting that.
well, I mean, you have to run the whole test suite or it doesn't work, right?
Yeah. Okay. So,
Um,
all right. So here it is. We need to basically tell Cypress rerun failing test specs or test. I don't know. Test retries. Let's try that. We can set this up because that's what it's all about. You understand?
yeah, 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 yeah.
How it works. By default, tests will not retry when they fail with it. Enable test retries in your configuration. All right,
Okay.
let's do that. Run mode allows you to define the number of test retries when running Cypress Open. Oh, yeah. So basically, what I need to do this today, configure retries for all modes. Uh, okay. Let's uh, let's just do retries one then, or two, or
Start with one
yeah.
so as not to get
Yeah.
too bogged down.
So let's close everything, and we have Cypress config JSON, and we just say retries
Hmm.
um, one.
Interesting. All right.
Right. All right.
Check
So
your test runner.
all right. Let's reload the whole enchilada. Uh, let me just. Let me just check. I just need to take care of. Well, this is running. No, they are not loading. Why are they not loading?
Do a force refresh.
I'm just gonna see if. No, I don't have any onlys. Let's do a force refresh. Oh, is my computer giving up on me now? Is that what's happening? Have we been working for more than an hour and a half now, or what? That's
I
usually
guess
when
so.
it happens. Let's just add retries setting to Cypress config. So there, commit sync. Okay.
Okay.
So
That pushed to me.
yeah, that pushed, or did it? Yeah, I think so.
It sure did.
Yeah.
And now my Cypress, yeah, you switch over to mine.
Yeah.
So let's run all of these. Okay, it is actually working and it's running through them and we're
I'm
about
just
to
gonna I'm
hit.
just gonna make a phone call, okay?
Yeah, yeah, make your phone call
Right.
and I will narrate this. So we're about to hit the testing question. And very interesting to see if if it actually reruns it, if it actually fails, we will see. Yeah, now we're on the Mac 16 view, which needs some work clearly for our create project input, but that will be solved eventually. Right. Watch everything go green now just because. Okay. That's annoying. I'll reload again and hope that we get one of these errors. Or did it actually just get an error and rerun it right away, in which case that's life.
How are we doing?
Pretty good. Though I couldn't tell if I actually was able to trigger
Well, we can definitely see that
on the CI.
on the CI, right?
Yeah, that's
Let's
it's
see.
looking pretty okay.
It's still running on the CI.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna complete job. Oh, it went green on Ubuntu.
it went all green on my machine.
Right. We never.
Um,
Oh, there's something red. Oh, but that's no. This one is still running.
yeah,
Yeah, it went green on the Ubuntu and it's running the.
yeah, heading over
Yeah,
there
but it's
now.
stuck on. So my computer is really acting up. This little.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's running yarn install apparently.
Right. Uh. No, but it's not a bad stream. I think we
No,
managed
no,
to
no.
to get a lot of stuff out of the way.
We
Uh,
did. We did. And I guess like for me, my main takeaway of today is like where do you what is the best practice when you want to display details of a particular project, article, message, what have you, um, and how do you handle the complexity you introduce if you have the option to hit
mhm.
the API for details? If you have some stuff you can pass along in application state,
Mm.
um, and that's what I'll be thinking about.
Yeah, and so
Oh,
the we usually always fetch stuff, and we're probably gonna end up fetching things anyway.
yeah.
Uh, uh, Later on because as the application grows and there's a lot of info, um, we for the index action we probably don't want to fetch everything, right? We only want to fetch the data that is needed for
Yeah.
to display those cards or whatever, however we're going to display this.
Hmm.
But then again, since everything is text based, the URLs, I mean, we're still going to store the images on um, on Amazon Web Services probably, right?
Probably.
We're not going to send them base64 encoded, but rather, because
Yeah.
that's also an option, right? But they are usually massive, then massive amount of text. And since we're going to send we're going to have limited amount of information, we might as well keep the method that we have now. If it's in state, display it. If it's not, then
Go get.
fetch it.
Yeah.
Basically, I think this is pretty good. Uh,
Yeah.
Compiled successfully. What's up?
Yeah. It's just issued the Cypress run -b Chrome command.
Okay.
So it's launching Cypress on this virtual machine somewhere in the
Right.
cloud.
Oh, there it is, opening Cypress.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's opening up. It's happening.
Hmm. Goody, goody,
Yeah,
goody,
yeah,
goody.
yeah.
So now that we have a moment, so I think that these streams are really good for both you and I to
Mm,
learn stuff. Now, I think for some hardcore developers, this could be also an interesting thing to see a workflow and everything. But I was thinking whether we should do some more shorts, um, you know, or rather
I think.
perhaps if we do like a, I mean, we had this idea about 45 minutes. That I think that ship has sailed a long time ago, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if we could do like a schedule that okay, we do, this regular hour and a half or 2 hours, which is not a bad
Yeah.
thing, although I think, as our workload increases, we're probably gonna have to, um,
Yeah.
you know
Decrease the frequency.
yeah.
Yeah.
um, Well, so either we don't stream every day, or we stream for a shorter amount of time each day, right? So I don't know which one is best. So this is something we can definitely talk about. But also, I think we should continue to work on the project, but like twice or once a stream inject like 15 minutes about something else than what we are doing, like perhaps
Mm,
like, oh, let's deal with some basic testing or JavaScript or
yeah.
backend stuff and so on. So we leave the project for a short while. We do something that could be of more general interest for people, or for a broader audience, perhaps, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And let them know when the stream starts that we will do that, and you know. Uh, Perhaps later we can extract that from the recording and then upload that directly to
Oh, yeah.
YouTube, like something like that, or whatever.
It's not a
Uh,
bad idea.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shorts are great. There's an old kung fu mantra. When you train a lot of kung fu, it's little and often.
a little off, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, so let's rethink the format a
Yeah.
little bit.
Scratch our heads on that because hearing you say it, I'm just like, we threw in all these like one-liner conditionals and kind of it would sort of that's takes some experience to have them come to you so easily. To do little JavaScript things like that
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
I hope useful
Absolutely.
for beginners.
And
We are green.
we were green. That's awesome. So this means that I can switch over to myself for a sec.
Hmm.
And since I did the review,
Hmm.
I can just say that this looks awesome. Uh, Looks good to me now. Or let's gamble and try to merge, or what was it?
Yeah, let's gamble. Try merging.
Yeah, like that. So we're just gonna squash and merge
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
This
Market
is
is
ready for
ready.
review. And
Squash and
right,
merge.
right. And co-authored with Tochman Thomas. Right, that's me.
All right. Good.
All right. And oh, yeah, I can't.
I can delete it. I
You
can
can
delete
delete.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's actually I'm on the page. If you switch over to my screen, it GitHub is so clever that when you clicked it webhooked me and updated this automatically, and I can just go ahead and delete the branch.
Right, right. Awesome. So I think that it's software development is not super complicated, but it takes time, right?
Hmm.
And you have to be patient. And I think that
Yes.
this interaction here, especially when you do this agile, just enough upfront design, you have to talk about things and really make sure that everything kind of makes sense, even after a while, But I think that observing project work is a good thing. I remember when I started out in software development, I was doing a lot of online pair programming and collaborative programming, and I learned shitloads by
Yeah.
just watching people code.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I think so many tutorials that proliferate the space right now is, it's not really project oriented, or if it is, they're very small. So, the decisions that are taken are,
yeah,
maybe easier in some ways, than the challenges that we will face going forward.
exactly. And I think, yeah, exactly. I think that watching folks make decisions, good decisions or bad decisions are equally as good. I think
Oh
to
yeah, for
observe.
learning,
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
yeah. Um, Yeah, so let's keep at it. Let's just add some shorts. One thing that I would like to do, just to refresh my own memory, is to work a little bit more with WebSockets. I would like to. I have this lecture. I don't know if I delivered this to you guys when you were attending, but uh, building an HTML only or vanilla JavaScript chat application. Did we run
Hmm.
that at some point?
I think you did it in the cohort after mine.
Mhm.
Um, I don't think we actually got to it.
It was kind of funny. So because I do set up a very small, I think it's Express.js or whatever
Yeah.
server, and we just build some stuff with vanilla HTML, and I'm using NGX or no NGRock, sorry NGRock, to
Okay.
open up a tunnel to my
Yeah.
local host, and we can
You're right.
actually have people chat with each other.
Yeah.
It could be interesting, and the good thing is that I can also run um, I have a method that I developed a method in Cypress to mock things out like incoming and outgoing WebSocket WebSocket requests. So we
Hmm.
can definitely run
That's cool.
like a special stream just on that.
Yeah.
See if people find that interesting. Uh, yeah, let's think about it.
Yeah. I like it.
Awesome. And also, we're nearing the point where it's time for us uh, to build an API, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, and we kind of settled, and I think that should be set in stone. Uh, that Python will be or should we?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Python, right? I mean,
For
we could
sure.
build this in Node.js or something, but I think
We'll
Python
be
is.
very careful with our indents.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's start to do some research because we're going to be total. For anybody following us or watching these recordings, we're going to be total newbies on the Python thing. Kind
Mm,
of, not total. I
kind
mean,
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've done some
you've
data visualization using
yeah,
certain very specific Python libraries, and but it's not the same as building an API. So there will be noobs.
and that's going to be interesting. That's
Yeah.
going to be really interesting. All right. So that will conclude our stream for today.
Yep.
And tomorrow is Wednesday, right?
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do tomorrow. We're gonna do Thursday, and then we'll see if we're gonna do Friday.
Yeah.
Uh,
Vamos a ver.
yeah. All right. Sayonara,
Cool.
folks.